Mark doesn't know is I've got the secret weapon. Golfer's CBD. And he's not getting any.
As it's the home of Stableford, so
it is. It's nice to see that you got upgraded from head greenkeeper in the introduction as well. Oh, putt return.
Wow. Sent me straight into the gorse bush.
Oh hey! Get in there!
What a shot. Welcome back to the Bogey Boys YouTube channel. We're here today at the Home of Stableford, Wallasey Golf Club.
We're going to be joined by head greenkeeper John McLoughlin, and we're going to go through and review all the changes that have happened to Wallasey Golf Club. He seems he's done wonders with the club in the, what, I think it's only
just
18
over
months that he's been here.
Yeah, started in late 2020, so we'll be finding out more from John about those changes like Kevin said there.
But being at the Home of Stableford, we can't not have a game of Stableford, so let's get out there, meet John.
Full handicap as well, yeah.
Full handicap. Let's play it as if we're in the Frank Stableford Championship. We'll get John to talk us through every hole and we'll go through and see what comes of it.
Let's go meet John.
What Mark doesn't know is I've got the secret weapon. Golfer's CBD. And he's not getting any.
Well, thanks for having us, John. This is John McLoughlin, Course Manager at Wallasey Golf Club. There's been a lot of changes over the past few months since you've been here, isn't there?
Yeah, so we started 16 months ago now at Wallasey, but we've done about 5 years worth of work in that 16 months with regards to course improvement. So in the last 18 months, it really is a different course to when I started, which is brilliant.
Wow, as it was COVID play a part in that, allowed us to do more changes to this?
So once COVID's hit and the course locked down, it allowed us to do a lot more dune clearance, and we expanded a lot of the greens and expanded the fairways and the runoffs, which we mightn't have been able to do so successfully if the golf course was full.
Was open. Now I'm looking forward to seeing the changes, and as we said before, we're going to be playing off the back tees here at Wallasey. Stableford, as it's the home of Stableford, so
it is. It's nice to see that you got upgraded from head greenkeeper in the introduction as well. But what, you know, regarding 5 years worth of work, did you have to bring in extra personnel and all things like that, or?
Well, no. Before I started, the club had a scope of work already scheduled, and they wrapped it into one because to keep the disruption to a minimum.
Yeah.
So rather than have disruption year on year and close lots of holes, they decided to do it three holes worth of work in one go.
I see.
And so 3 holes were targeted in one winter, and then the last winter we've done a lot more work on another 2 holes.
Gosh.
great stuff, yeah. Looking forward to seeing how we go. Who's leading the way then?
Should I go?
Kevin, what have we got here at 300?
So John, lead us off.
Go on, John, you can lead us off.
You lead us off. What's the crack here then? How far have we got? 362.
We've got a 362 yard par 4 as you see it.
So you want to hit it short to 240, otherwise you're running out of fairway. So it's just a rescue or an iron to about 220 and then like 130.
Okay. Yardages on there to the front.
Well, they've got front, middle and back on there. So it's the middle, the front and the back.
Oh yeah, 141 middle, so 142 pins, sounds right, yeah. Perfect. Downwind slightly.
alright, that. Big gust got it, didn't it?
Not my best strike.
No. 15 on, 52. Oh, lovely, boys! Mine pitch quite short, I thought. That's not bad, no?
What I love about links golf is you can just get the plastic out round here. Not the easiest in 2 minutes, but we'll give it a go, eh?
Can you chip that now, Frank?
I could, yeah, but it's just a sandy lion. A bit nervous, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The percentage shot inside, sprinkler head.
People to putt.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
So we really shaved down the aprons because we wanted people to putt from everywhere.
Yeah. Right, Kevin, birdie time. Nearly. There we go.
So what we've really extended the greens on all the holes. So the green used to be just on the flat bit, so we've really pushed it up. So it's like 20% bigger now.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the apron, we've made them a lot bigger, just so if you miss a green, everyone puts it now.
Nice.
We used to run off the green and it was just a chip.
Yeah.
So we've really pushed all the aprons back and the greens wider.
Yeah.
So it plays totally different, it's just on the
How
back.
can you want to encourage putting?
But just so it's firm and fast, like a proper links.
I see,
so
yeah.
you can chip it if you want, but you've got to have confidence to be able to chip
Yeah,
it.
Them tight lies,
The
yeah.
tight lies,
That
yeah.
was what put me off it in that one then,
Yeah.
just thinking, you know, so much can go wrong, play the percentage.
So we mow all the aprons as if the greens.
Right, oh yeah.
I
Right.
see.
You can see though, can't you, how short they are?
No.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
There we go.
In and all that.
Yeah, no, we just try and get them as fast as we can.
I'll put it in. That was scandalous.
What a start.
What a start.
It's actually for a higher handicapper, by shaving them all down and making them a lot bigger. So a higher handicapper will miss the green and just automatically get the putter out.
Yeah.
So it's easier for higher handicappers. For a scratch golfer, we're trying to make it trickier. So we're trying to put decisions in people's minds. So we're trying to create like the greens and the full greens to be one complex. So a scratch golfer will then think, right, I need to chip this, but it's a tight lie. So we're then asking questions of them. So the more short areas and the faster we get it around the greens, it becomes more playable for the higher handicapper and asks more questions of a scratch golfer.
Yeah, no,
so
makes
that's
sense.
what we're trying to do on every hole.
Yeah, no, you can see it as well. Okay, so we're on the second hole here now, 453 yard par 4. Let's see, we've got a new little tee there, John. Do you want to talk us through what's happened with that?
Yeah, so we looked at the aerial footage, and there was a tee from the 50s that had not been used for the last sort of 60, 70 years, so we decided to reinstate it this winter just to add a different angle, and I think plays straighter down the hole. So I think originally that would have been the back tee, and then they've created more of a dog leg, but obviously we just reinstated that to give us more teeing area and to bring back one of the old tees, which gives us options, yeah.
And this is the famous hole, isn't it? Frank Stableford created the strategy and everything for the Stableford, wasn't it?
Yeah, so in 1931, Frank Stableford was playing on his own, and it was into the prevailing wind, which it is today. And I think he playing his second shot, he mishit it and scrubbed the hole, and he thought the stroke play system was just so punishing for the average golfer.
Yeah.
So he developed a scoring system where you got points per, obviously, if you got a par or a bogey or a birdie. So from that time in 1931, he then developed a system which the members played to in 1932, and I think he developed a similar system before, but no one was interested in it. But the members loved the new Stableford system. So from 1932 to present day, the club adopted it as a scoring system, and then the whole world obviously adopted it sort of in the 70s.
Yeah.
So it was this hole where he really got to the bones of the system that we play today.
Stableford system, right, which is what we're playing today ourselves. Kev's behind after one. Lovely.
Who is that? Who is this guy?
Yeah, nice down the left.
Again about the trees.
Yeah, so from the clubhouse, right at the backdrop of this whole hole was a degenerate woodland which started on the right of the hole and then encompassed the whole hole, so there was no backdrop at all, the hole, whereas now it's not a very clear day today, but you can see the Welsh mountains and you can see it's the Peak District from this tee now, where before you couldn't see anything, you couldn't even see the fairway bunkers, so everything's really opened up now and it's a lot more liquid.
It does look amazing, yeah, you can tell.
At the open,
Oh yeah, it looks
Yeah.
totally different. Yeah, it looks vast now. We didn't have that. It was enclosed before.
Yeah.
You only can get branches. Yeah, you'd be blocked out.
When was that? Recently?
Yeah, we only took the trees out last January, February.
It's mad, isn't it?
I mean, you can suck the difference. So yeah, so from here, you would be blocked out.
Wow.
So you'd have to play a cut. You'd better aim up the left, yeah, try and phase it back in. You wouldn't have been able to see the flag. You'd barely be able to see the flag. If the flag was further right, you wouldn't see the green flag.
No.
But looking at it now, you'd never think, why would you have trees blocking out that?
Yeah, when you...
Chopped it! He's chopped it!
That's not good, is it?
Oh my god. Alright, for distance, wind just took it.
Nice shot, Kev. Nice putt, John.
Nice putt. Right, knock it in.
Can have that, mate.
Bad hole played, that. Bad hole.
What I've noticed a lot about this course as well is we've got the way the paths now. You can do the real feature of the club, aren't they? Where you've got the paths and
Yeah.
you can distinguish them.
So the last few years, that's what the club have really been pushing, putting the grass pathways and getting rid of the shale. And it just brings us such a better feel to the course.
Yeah, it does definitely.
It's so much more easier on your feet as well.
Yeah, no, you're
So
right.
it's just it's a lot nicer walk now.
So we've got here just under 400 yards, the par 4, the third hole. Any changes on this one, John?
No, so we've widened the fairway a little bit more because it was really tight.
Yeah.
So we've pushed the fairway out and we've pushed the green and the green surround out.
Okay, yeah.
And then we've also, which you'll see now, we've cleared a lot of the rough out. So we've cut back all of the rough on the course just to make it more playable in the summer. So it'll come back, but it's just it was so thick, the rough, it was becoming unplayable, the course.
Yeah.
So we've cut and collected all the rough, and then by May, June time we'll have lovely definition and you'll be able to play out of it.
Perfect.
What's that?
Left side it well.
Nice strike. Off to the top of the hill, I can still see it, yeah. Look at that from here. The views that you get. And then that. Okay, so there's your tee. There's your fairway. There is me. So we need to see where we're going. We need to see where we're going.
Oh yeah.
Still can't see where we're going.
Kev, keep an eye on it for you.
Kev, keep an eye on this. What?
It's in the course.
That's right over you.
No, you went right.
I didn't. Wow. Sent me straight into the gorse bush.
Yeah, so we went out to Australia to work at Royal Melbourne for the Heineken Classic. So Ernie Els won when I worked there. He shot 61 on the Saturday. The members went berserk as the course got ripped. So on the Friday he shot 61. The members went berserk as he ripped the course to shreds. So they put the pins in tough positions, and he shot 79 on the Saturday. So that's how much they had control over the course with regards to the speed of the greens and stuff. But I basically spent 3 months playing Royal Melbourne every night, which was incredible. Yeah, it's like ranked 6 in the world. So
Is it ranked higher than the Australian? Because you worked there.
yeah, and then from working at Royal Melbourne, the following year I worked at the Australian Club for the Australian Open, and that's one of the best courses in Australia as well. And obviously that's hosted the Australian Open loads of times. When Jordan Spieth, I think, won it last time it was held there. So,
wow.
So that was pretty cool as well. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what? I blame the camera, me.
Yeah.
Whoever's got the cameras flustered, and we keep making doubles.
Reveal. For anyone who's not played here before, this is the best view on the course, isn't it, John, would you say?
Yeah. So this would be our signature hole of 4.
Yeah.
And then we, next to the white tee, we had a bit of a dune which looked really scruffy. It had all sorts of nettles on and a sycamore tree. So we flattened that and put an extra tee on, which is even more dramatic. So that's
Yeah.
made a great difference.
Is this it now?
This is it now, the 4th hole, yeah. Wait till you see this when you get up here.
Can't be arsed missing any. We've just missed a double down the banker by John there, haven't we, when the camera wasn't rolling? That is class, isn't it?
We'll play off the
Yeah, play off the blue tee. Privileged we are.
Yeah, so we put this in this time last year. Just because from the white tee you never got a 360 panoramic. You obviously got the view in front and behind, but to the side you couldn't see the seats, whereas now obviously it's a complete 360 panoramic.
Yeah, you can see, yeah, just those little changes, touches just make like the view and so
Exactly,
much
just open
the experience. Yeah, definitely.
As a
Right.
greenkeeper, do you see, like a course manager as you are, do you see us putting your own stamp on the place? Or you're just
Not
doing it because
really,
you just love
yeah. I think it's more a case of doing the work because that's how it should be,
Yeah.
rather than it's any personal.
No, because you have like,
Yeah.
it's a Robert Trench Jones design.
Yeah,
or
it's
like,
it's not. Yeah, so we are engaging with architects to really do work and improve the course. But for me, as a course manager, it's to get the course as playable as it can be,
I see.
and get the best out of it as it is now. So opening up the views, pushing the greens, expanding them to bring in the contours, and then again it's improving the agronomy as well, which is a big thing. So
Yeah.
There's a new way for everyone. 33 yards. Draft feels half into now, doesn't it?
Lovely ball. Straight down the middle.
All I can think of is like, this is going right. Like the world left in it. Like,
Come on, Kevin, aim down the left. Big power fade. Get the hips through. That was always going left. It was just in your head from the start.
Yeah. Safety one.
Right down the pipe.
Kevin now second shot into the par 5 fourth. 5 iron. And now there's John, where he should be, straight in the middle of the fairway. And he's gone for it. Lovely shot.
Yeah.
So what we generally do is, a lot of the bunkers at Wallasey didn't necessarily gather the ball.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we've picked up the turf a lot further and re-sculptured the bunkers. So the ball, if a straight ball, the idea it sort of gathers from the GWAR sign and goes in, and if it gathers from the right hand, it starts to
It'll go in, yeah.
So it means we have to strip back the bunkers a little bit further. But a small bunker, which is 3 meters by 3 meters, actually takes up a space of like 6 meters by 6 meters.
Okay,
because
yeah.
it just
Because it gathers in.
so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
So we're doing that on a lot of the bunkers now, just
So
creating
you're
the
not just
run-ins and-
creating the links in look, you're obviously thinking
with
about where they're
feel,
going.
yeah. And then that bunker as well has been designed so it now stays in the fairway So it's mown round with the fairway mower, so it stays firm and fast around, and the rough will stay round. So
It's important for like your layups, isn't it? Your
exactly,
layups
yeah.
gotta gather in.
If you misjudge your layup or push it, it's going to go in the bunker now. Yeah. So there won't be any rough around that bunker. It'll just stay as fairway.
Goes straight in, yeah. Good.
It didn't get you though, did it? We're all right.
He knows where to miss. Looks good.
Have you moved? Is this a different tee?
Yeah. So that's the winter's tee. And
Ah, yeah.
the tee.
It's the next there. Come on, Mark, do something.
Birdie on stroke on hole 1. This is for 4 points. This.
Done nicely that.
You can have that, John. 2 pars.
Do something, Kevin.
Now I'm going to do something. This is for a birdie on stroke 1. This is the 4 points.
Ten. That's good. The generous good, but it's good. The generous good, but it's good. He'll knock it anyway. Look at that.
Feels really smooth out there.
Yeah.
So this is a completely different hole from that winter one, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is all brand new. This opened this time last year.
Yeah.
We haven't really. The first phase of works is just to improve improve the playability in the course. Really, we haven't really looked at lengthening it. That's sort of the next phase of work.
Yeah. Okay.
So is this the...
What's the number, Kevin?
Yeah.
So it's 175 off the plate.
177.
177. It's coming off the left, yeah.
Like with the cold breeze, it doesn't feel like it's doing too much, does it? You get straight to it.
You don't want that back. Ace cam. Long.
So this tee here, Kev, was a red shale path that went basically from just right at the pin in a straight line through that red tee straight into here now. So what we did is we created sand scrapes in the rough by cutting 1 metre square blocks of vegetation and just like put a jigsaw and built the rough back in and then rerouted the grass path around the tee. So it looks as though it's been there for years. We're only a year old and you'd never know, but it means we have a digger with like a pizza cutter which is sort of 1/2 metre in size, and we cut squares out, pick them up and just put them straight back down. So within 3 months of this being done, it looked as though it had been like that for years.
Yeah, it does look so natural.
Brand new, yeah.
Looks so natural, yeah.
It's all brand new.
Yeah. Like a little
without,
walk, isn't it?
Yeah, without seeing the path running through, yeah.
You can meander down and forget about that shot I just did.
I won't let you forget about that shot, don't worry. So where do the ideas come to shape it? Is that just all with experience and going to see?
Yeah, just for going to see a lot of the courses, yeah, and just we take a lot of inspiration from some of the top courses in the world, the likes of your Royal Melbournes, your Royal County Downs, your Port Rushers, your Hoylake. So
yeah,
yeah, we look at some of the best courses in the world and try and emulate that sort of work. and then put our own twist on it as well. So if we can, you know, make it better, or, you know, add a few different quirky little bits, then, you know, that's what we try and do.
Yeah. Is there anything you take from like your work over on the PJ Tour as well, like Riviera or anything like that? Obviously it's a different style, but you'd like...
Yeah, a lot of... So, I'm lucky to have worked at the Ryder Cup, the Solheim Cup, on the PGA Tour, the Asian Tour. But what I'm more looking at there is, I'm looking at how they develop and build the teams and set up the greenkeeping team for daily maintenance. So we're trying to look at the habits of the team and how they motivate them and get the best out of the staff. So we're also looking at like tournament setup, but I think a big thing that we look at is the culture of the workplace. So we're trying to pinch the best ideas and the best sort of techniques that the top course managers in the world are using to bring to Wallasey.
I see, yeah. Because in Augusta they have like that little divot box that they just take straight to the thing and put it on, so it looks perfect every time, doesn't it?
So there's that aspect, but again, the important thing is about building teams and sort of building the greenkeeping team and having a really good culture for the staff to develop and grow. So that's what we're looking at, how they set up and the tone of the workplace and the culture of the workplace. Yeah. And then obviously what we're trying to do is breed, you know, really competent and successful greenkeepers in a working environment where they can all develop. Then by having engaged staff, then you get a lot better golf course on the back of having staff that are engaged and are really passionate about coming to work.
You get someone that's taking pride in the work to someone that's just clocking in to make some money, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. And I think a lot of people think, you know, you're going to all these tournaments just to see how they cut the grass and stuff, but a lot of that's given. You know, if you're cutting the grass in one country, it's going to be similar in the other country, but obviously there's different ways of how the different cultures manage the staff and get the best out of them. So that's what we're trying to look at and bring to our own team to get the best out of our team.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so
it's good that you're constantly learning and trying to evolve, not just like, I'm going to Ryder Cup, this is going to be boss, let's watch Tiger Woods, or let's, do you know what I mean? It's like you're there to try and bring it back to your home course and implement it.
Exactly, and there's so much to learn from how they debrief the team, how they schedule the jobs, how many fairway mows they've got, and it's all them little intricate details that we can bring back and put into practice here.
It's great, that.
Yeah.
Do you go to do that, or do you just, is that something that you've
No,
you
so
just do?
so over 10 years I volunteered and obviously got paid and worked at like some of the best venues in the world, knowing that one day I'd be managing my own course, and the idea was to go to all the best venues to get the best ideas, to nitpick them ideas, so when I've got my own course I can then start implementing stuff that I've seen around the world. And over the last 6-7 years since I've been a course manager, you know, all the courses have improved beyond my recognition by putting in all these sort of
so your culture stays when you leave as well, doesn't it? Because you build that.
That's the idea, yeah. So the idea is we put in a culture into the workplace that if I move on, the culture stays within that workplace and the standards stay within that workplace.
So the course doesn't go down just because you've left.
You sort of we're training up the whole team to be able to manage and lead, really. So that's the idea, that my role almost is to improve the golf course, but it's also to train up the green staff and so they can progress in their careers and become top course managers in their own right. So that's what I'd say. I'm more proud of, you know, the staff developing and managing their own courses and really succeeding than I am of what we do on the golf course.
That's testament to you as a leader, though, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, so that's what I think. You know, in greenkeeping, and people think, oh, the staff are just cutting grass and they're just mowing, where in reality, you know, we're managing, you know, operations which are over £500,000 operations, you know, with like 10-15 staff. So there's a lot to that, and to obviously get a high performing team, you need to learn from all these different cultures.
Well, on that point then, so how does just the normal guy off the street come in, and if they want to be a greenkeeper, what do they have to do? Or they want to be part of the staff?
Yeah, so there's a few different routes. There's you can do MVQs and you can do like degrees, HNDs, all that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in greenkeeping, I would recommend going to your local club and volunteering and just seeing if it's for you. It's a lot of early starts. There's you've got to work weekends, but it's, you know, it's more of a passion. People love working. It's a fantastic job. You know, there's not many people who can say they've travelled the world working on the best golf courses. So it does open lots of opportunities. But you've almost got to volunteer and put yourself out there early, and that's up to you. If you really like it, then that's where then you develop in the workplace by gaining qualifications and then setting a career path for yourself, really. But I think the first sort of step is, you know, to go involved, you know, ring up your local course and say, listen, you know, you could be interested, and it's a case of volunteering, really.
Well, that's it. It's an extra set of hands, isn't it? Instead of going to college, paying your degree, and they realising, wow, I can't get out of bed at half 4 or half 5 or whatever.
Exactly.
So imagine that would happen.
You're just getting in at half 4 normally.
I was going to advise going to Myerscough, but I don't think that's a good idea, is it? They do greenkeeping.
Yeah, well, they do a day release now, so you can do it within Myerscough, which I studied at Myerscough, but a lot of the ways now sort of an apprenticeships, which you carry out at the workplace, so sort of 20% of your working week is education, and at the end of 2-3 years you gain a qualification.
Nice,
so,
yeah.
No way, boss.
Great insights, mate. Let's go play some golf.
Oh hey! Get in there! What a par!
On film as well.
Have you touched Loco at some point? That is a lovely par.
Where did that go, John?
left in.
Yeah, you hold it left in. It might be a good over.
Yeah, so this is one of the sort of shorter par fours, which normally it's normally a birdie chance if you get your drive away. We've really started clearing out a lot of the scrub, and again sort of widen the playing areas. So the fairway sort of 5-6 meters wider than it was this time last year, and you'd think that would make it a lot easier, but it doesn't. It's sort of, your ball can run out further away, and obviously playing off such a tight lie into the green can be more demanding, especially for lower players. So again, it's sort of fairly strategic, but yeah, it's a nice little hole, this one.
Give it a whirl. 342 yards off the back, par 4. Nice shot, John.
What a shot. Shot of the day for you, that, sir. What have you got out here, Kevin?
This is the John McLoughlin, this 50-yard putt.
The 50-yard putt.
Texas wedge.
Let's see what he's got.
I'm thinking of a fly-in. It's going to go like...
Oh yeah, it's a difficult chip.
It is, yeah, you've sort of hit that drive too well, haven't you, and got too close.
Yeah.
No win, though, you'd have had the chance of getting up there.
Yeah.
The old Texas wedge.
Not horrific.
It's actually done alright for you, that.
Yeah, done very well. Done very well for you. So John, what are the bug burners for you then? Do you know, as like a course manager, you spend so much time getting into Presty, and there's a lot of talk about pitch marks and divots not getting replaced, is that?
Yeah, so in the winter we've really struggled with pitch marks. So I think it's not just at Wallasey, it's at most courses you play there.
Yeah.
You see so many pitch marks really. So that's one really that any golfer can help with really, is just being vigilant and making sure obviously you're doing your pitch marks.
Salvage the 4-putt. Well done, mate. Solid.
Now on to the 7th hole, another par 5. We've got 525 yards, as you see it, John, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is pretty much straight down. We just cleared out a lot of the rough because it was so penal if you missed the fairway. So and then the green's 46 paces long. Well, it's 46 yards long. So from hitting into the green, if the pin's at the front, it could be 3 clubs difference if the pin's at the back. So we really pushed the green back as far as we can.
Wow, yeah.
Let her rip. Is it wind? It's come back there. Sound that.
In the slot now, Kevin.
There's the big dog there.
Perfect.
Another 5-iron wedge, is it?
And the rest. 300 yards to the front.
Is it?
Yeah.
What have I done here then? How far's the drive gone?
Probably about 140.
140. We can edit that out. I just did. Yeah, 5-iron. 9-iron then.
Slow temperature, humidity, altitude. Yeah. So it's saying it's 256 middle, playing like 253.
Got to give this a whirl, haven't we, John?
Yeah.
Then it's 26 on. You all know that. Playing everything of everything in it really.
What's the number here, Kev?
251 or 250. What there?
He's forgot.
3 wood anyway.
3 wood.
241.
241, yeah.
Chase this one up there hopefully.
That is so good. Albatross shout. Wow, what a shot, Kev.
It'd be nice if we have a little other eagle on camera. Oh,
Pain.
the pain in that bunker.
He likes a long
Right, hardest shot in golf for you? The 80-yard bunker shot. Can't imagine you practiced this very much.
First time I've ever played it.
Yeah, your bunker to bunker play is awesome. Yeah. Just stay that. Spin. FA.
Right, shows how it's done. One putt for birdie, one putt for eagle. Take that job.
You know what John was saying in Scandinavia, I was talking about the MOT that you should have before you start playing golf. You don't just drive streets on the motorway.
Yeah,
Saying in Scandinavia they have it.
In Scandinavia, they have that you need to learn.
Like to Sweden and stuff. You've got to sort of pass like a playing ability to get on the course, like you know all the etiquette. And,
Amazing.
yeah. So and then I think that like the PGA pros validate it all and stuff. So.
Little changes like that would make course conditions so much better, wouldn't it? Just teaching people who are starting how to repair a pitch mark or replace a divot or where to walk, rake a bunker, exactly. Eagle, no, a bit low.
Not bad weight.
Unfortunately, that's not within gimme range.
Having that.
Well done. Well done. Nice birdie. So you can see there, can't you, that newly laid grass there? Is that what you mean about the runoff areas and shortened right down?
So there was all gorse here, which was really close to the green. So we took that out and remodeled the area and really pulled the green back as far as we can. So the green almost runs into the tee now.
Yeah.
So it all sort of flows. So you can almost, you can put it from the tee to the apron to the green
all in one go, yeah.
And then we're trying to push the green as far back as we can, just to extend it and give us more playing area.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So 8th hole now, John. This is just under 400 yards. Dog leg right.
Yeah. So this is par 4/8, and this is another one of the original Tom Morris greens. So
Okay.
old Tom Morris laid this green out in like 1891, and it hasn't been changed since.
Ah, right.
So it's quite a funky little green as well. So it's pretty cool. That's one of the original ones.
Nice shot.
Drop.
Swallows up like that 4-iron there.
Nice. What are you thinking here?
7-iron, downwind. I landed about 155, 160 I think.
Go.
Right, on the last hole you were talking about mine being the hardest shot in golf. I don't really fancy this one for you either. What's the number?
142.
Great hole though, isn't it?
I mean, that bunker is strategically placed. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. That's what he's talking about, the runoffs. You can see it, they all go downhill into the bunker, so if you do it, it's slightly left off the tee. It's all running to this, isn't it? Swallowing it up.
It's quite deep, isn't it?
That's what I mean, deep, yeah, so it's really punishing. What's the number you've got?
142.
Are you going for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. 9 over the lip.
Nah. I've got a wedge in it. I don't think it's 9 I got over the lip.
Wedge over the lip.
Wedge over the lip.
Let's go. Oh my. Wedge over the lip into the hole.
Oh, it's short.
Should have hit 9.
I don't think 9 would have gone over.
Look great though.
Knock it in. Go on. Nicely judged.
So what, this is what you're talking about, the old Tom Morris green. It's a nice touch on the flag as well. Is that just to
Yeah, just
appreciate old Tom?
yeah. So there's 4 original greens, and we just put the original, just put the logo on. So it's
Great. Designed by him, yeah. See if Kev can knock it in for old Tom.
yeah, great putt.
Well done, that's good.
The pace of the fringe now.
Yeah, good putt. I thought you'd whack. I thought you did that way too hard, but it was perfect.
But you can tell the difference, can't you, with the undulation on this green, like.
This one, yeah, it's very unique. This one.
Yeah.
Is this not given?
Yeah, what? It was until you said that. Well done.
That early putt return. We've got a pitch marker here, and John's going to show us the correct way of how to do it.
Yeah, so one of the worst things we see is when people repair them wrongly is almost worse than actually leaving it half the time. So a lot of the scars you see, the likes of these scars, are where people have had to go at repairing them but have repaired them wrong. So where you've got the indentation, what most people do is they try and lift out the indentation. So they try and lift it out from the bottom, where that's 95% of golfers. They try and lift the pitch mark out, but in reality what you do is you work from the outside and move it inwards. So you're not actually lifting the turf out, you're actually moving the turf to compress the hole.
I say, do you want me to have a go with my open qualifying pitch mark repair here?
Yeah.
You know,
What happened at open qualifying?
you give me a wrong club on 14 and we go into pieces. So you just turn it
Yeah,
in,
so
do you?
you move it in, yeah, and then
I see.
tap it down, and you don't even see it's being there. And a lot of the times what you see as well, sometimes when people pitch into the greens, you get a little bit of turf come out, and people try and replace the turf into the pitch mark,
Yeah.
but as soon as it's come out, it's dead pretty much, because it's never going to reroute. So again, that indentation you work in and sort of compress the sides in rather than try and lift out the
Try and
pitch
lift
mark.
it.
What
Yeah.
actually, what does that actually scar by lifting it up?
Yeah, so
And where
once
did that come from? Like, who
well, that's
it's
just what
natural.
people do. Yeah, people try and lift.
Because it's down, it's lifted up.
lift
That's the
it up,
natural thing. Yeah.
But once the ball has sort of hit the green, the bit where it's really compacted is almost dead now. So if you lift that out, it's just going to die on the top. So ideally, you want to get rid of that undulation by pulling the turf from the sides into it.
Right,
And
yeah.
the little bit in the middle just goes. Yeah, that'll be dead.
And you're saying is it straight back and forward, or because it's like, or do you want to?
Yeah, you just work it in. So if like another one here, so where that's sort of dead in the middle, I'd be tempted to just scrape that out and then just work into it.
I see.
I sort of twist in, but it's just pushing into it really. And then once you've pushed the turf from the surrounds into the pitch mark, into the depression, it's going to recover 10 times better. But yeah, everyone tries to lift out and you're actually making it worse by lifting it out.
So in theory, then these should be wider, not longer, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because if you can,
because you're just working it in. Yeah, rather than trying
So
to.
they're really wrong. They're like wrong shape,
they're not-
aren't they?
yeah.
Man, you should design one.
You can just have one prong almost.
Yeah.
Business alert. Bogey Boys pitch
Hey, by the
repairers
way,
coming
yeah.
soon.
Coming next year, the John McLoughlin pitch repairer.
Endorsed by John McLoughlin.